Steffen Sontheimer played some high-stakes cash games and he reviewed some of his hands exclusively for you to have an inside look in high-stakes cash games. Enjoy!
Here I open raise, he defends big blind. We have a board that we shouldn't see bet very high frequency on. Like it's pretty much only ace-king that really wants to bet most of the time. Like the ace-queen is a heavy mix already. But yeah, I went for it this time and we have quite an aggressive player here, 25-19, 12-3 bet. Check raise is 16% on the flop. Super low sample, doesn't mean anything, but he seems like capable of like playing. So just all the stats combined. Yeah, just everything fits together. So he's calling, we get an ace on the turn. I keep going 75%. He has so much ace X himself. Blocker issues are huge, no reason to overbet here. And the river is a 5, that shouldn't change much. Right, ace 5 makes a boat here. That's about it, and I keep barreling and he freaking rips it, goes for a risk reward of risking, what is it actually like? Yeah, we have same stack, so it's the actual 545 to win those 196. He needs 74% fold equity to book a win here. Actually, I think, yeah, depending on how we want to think about blockers, just think about if he has a bluff, he doesn't have an ace, probably. Maybe you can bluff an ace as well, but then you're running into the boats all the time. I don't know. Yeah, so maybe blockers even increase that number. But yeah, so here I have a decision. I have a pure random bluff catcher, but this guy, and I played with him a little before. This is just the 3-6 table. Seems splashy, and here it's like a spot where it's very easy to overbluff because actually you don't have ace 8 offsuit necessarily. You don't have ace 6 offsuit necessarily. And you don't have ace 5 offsuit, maybe sometimes. That's about it. So we have actually 2 combinations. I have a blocker, 1 combination of ace 8 suited. We have 1 combination of ace 6 suited, the ace 6 of spades, and we have 1 combination of ace 5 suited, the the spades again. So having spades here would be even better for me. And then I just don't believe a shit that he's slow playing 6s and 8s for like all the way. Then we have 8-6. 6-7, 7-8 as like potential bluffs. Just the 7 doesn't make any sense, but it's just what people do. 6-5 of hearts. I mean 6-8, yeah, I said that. 8-5, something like that. It's just too many potential bluffs that I definitely want to look up here sometimes. And here I went for it, and he was like just incredibly overdoing it with a. I mean, having the 8 of spades is kind of a good one. It blocks ace 8 of spades. It's blocking pocket 8s, but like if he does it with king 8, queen 8, jack 8, 8, 9, and so on, it's like just too much. I found this hero, like kind of, I mean, it is a hero call. I'm not beating any value, and yeah, so we went for this here. So next one, a little higher stakes, 5k ace jack, 3-way short stacks, 20 big blind game. I will go for a squatter c-bet, or actually 27%. I think I'm playing here. Is it? No, we see it. So here I have 25. I have different hotkeys for the small sizing actually on different sides. Doesn't make any sense, but whether it's 25, 27, I don't give a shit. It's too tough to go to the options and find that again. So yeah, I just go all the way here, and I get a call from ace queen high. Interesting. Alright, he blocks queen jack suited and he blocks ace jack. I'm not bluffing anything better, so it's probably an okay random catcher. I think having a queen is just really not good. I'll just go through, what is that, a 4-bet, and here a check bet fold. So let's just take those. No, this is a re-raise fold. So actually just the top 2 here again. Pocket jacks. This is insane. Like usually I remember like all the hands, but this was, yeah, poker was like 1 second after that. After leaving the session, it was definitely out of my mind. So yeah, I go for a call only, slightly deep. Yeah, I need someone to call like all the pocket 9s, pocket 8s, pocket 7s, and so on against my 4-bet. But that deep, I want to polarize a little more and therefore use a bigger sizing, which kills that. So jacks go more into the calling range. Yeah, still sometimes a 4-bet, but that's it. So he goes for a small c-bet. I'm still beating kind of value. He can range bet. He has 10x, which he will check down, and so on. So we can fold pocket 9s here, but never pocket jacks. Clear call. Turn queen is obviously a great card for me because he doesn't improve and he has to be scared with his pocket kings and aces that I have a queen. So check, and on that 8 river, I think I have no option but block betting here. Yeah, my hand is a lookalike to all the bluffs. He could check back kings and aces, so I cannot really go huge. He has all the 10x, so I think block bet is the play, and I didn't, so I was greedy. So maybe we have a calling station as an opponent here. So I went for the big size. Okay, a little greedy, I guess, but why not? And we get the call from the freaking 10-9, right? Perfect. Okay, things going my way. This is another 3-6. This is a hand you only sometimes 4-bet. It's like a hate call off if you get jammed on, but it's a really great hand to have if he calls, because he calls ace-queen suited and ace-jack suited. And this is actually a squeeze, so he's even more linear here and has more hands that I dominate, like ace-queen, ace-jack suited, ace-10 suited, king-queen suited, and so on, which he partly is only calling from the big blind versus MP, but with a recreational player in between, probably always squeezing. So yeah, I think ace-queen is my main bluff actually. So yeah, I can range bet here and yeah, take it down. Yeah. Oh, now I remember the hand. What the fuck? This was in the afternoon. This was an incredible hand. So again, we have ace-king and face a 4-bet from under the gun, and we are playing on NL 10,000 here against a very good player. I go for the call. I should sometimes jam, but still here, I think this is a player who just started playing 10K, who moved up the stakes. It's very, very likely that he's not over bluffing from under the gun and is like slightly value heavy here, and then ace-king just is not doing great. Right? It's like I'm running into queens, kings, aces, and ace-king, and that's about it. I feel like people are slightly too nitty. They call jacks and tens too often instead of like 4-betting sometimes. They like, this is a benefit if I fold those hands out, or if they call kind of, or just the bluffs that he has like some kind of something and I'm winning. Against a small bet, I have an easy continuation. Against a big bet, I have an easy fold. I mean, it's sometimes call, but that's like one of those 0 EV calls. I like just folding then. And yeah, we face a check. Ooh, interesting. So what is villain sitting on? He either has a trap and is checking because it's a great board for me, or he has a give up, which is something like king, queen of hearts, king, 10 of hearts, ace, 10 of hearts, ace, queen of spades. So yeah, I'm blocking all those, or I'm dominating those, not blocking, I'm dominating those. So I think I can stab here, but especially with the ace of clubs, I prefer the check back because I don't want to get check raised off my backdoor club equity. So I decide to check back here. And now the 5 of spades is actually an incredibly good card for me, which I didn't realize in game. I was more focusing on my hand and like, is there any chance I win this shit, instead of really seeing the big picture, which happens when it's just NL 10K instead of NL 200. And he checks again to me, which he should check almost full range. And now I improved to 5-6. I like all my shit hands that I have sometimes in my range. Pocket 8s, pocket 9s just got some more equity. Villain's hands, like something like king, queen of hearts, got even worse because on the flop they still had options of the backdoor straight, of the top pair and so on. Now he might be drawing dead. My 4-5 obviously is way stronger now as well. So with the clubs I should mainly start stabbing, even though I'm just folding out dominated hands. I think I didn't run the sim with smaller sizes, but I feel like it could make sense to stab even smaller here. I rolled here on the turn to sometimes stab, sometimes check. And I went for the check, which is the low frequency play. And we get the freaking king on the river. And villain bets half pot, which is super interesting because there are no clubs for him. There are no pocket kings for him. There are no, I mean, pocket jacks never betting half pot. I don't believe it for a second. So this is maybe super trap pocket aces. Usually that's getting done with the ace of clubs a little more, and mainly ace king. Maybe going for sneaky too thin value like my pocket jacks before with the king queen, but I don't see it. I'm sitting there with lots of ace king myself. I can even check down king jack twice. It feels a lot like ace king, ace king, ace king, and nothing like I don't find the traps. And actually in game, and I'm kind of proud of that. I thought it's a great spot to just free roll him and jam it in. I'd have the ace of clubs. I play flushes like that. I play ace queen of clubs exactly that way. I have king jack suited. I have ace 10 of clubs that I sometimes play that way. I think it makes a lot of sense, and besides that, it's freaking impossible that I find bluffs here. Tell me my bluff. I think I should have the ace of clubs, but yeah. So yeah, I ran that spot. It's a high frequency turn bet, very high frequency. But if I get to it, to that river here, it's a freaking good jam. And actually, villain is indifferent with calling ace king, depending on suits a little. And he's even indifferent to calling aces if he has those ever. And yeah, there's pretty much no calling range but the slow play pocket jacks that call every single time. And I think having experience enough to just discount them completely with that sizing pattern. They either check the river or they just jam to get a call from like a hand like mine, or whatever, play differently before. So yeah, I got the 50 seconds tank and the fold. So I think he actually had a value bet, like most likely same hand. And yeah, just I got him off that, which was obviously a very nice boost. So we get that little nice 7K or whatever overall total red line winnings here. That's always very, very tasty.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to support the channel and stay always up to date, then leave a subscribe here or check out our next video.